Hey there friends, welcome to the vid, and in this vid I'm going to talk about how to deal with emotional numbness during the day. Just recently I did a post in the Freedom Course Facebook group asking people if they wanted me to cover any topics in a video, and someone wanted me to cover emotional numbness. So that's why I'm doing this, and also I think it's a very important thing because so many of you are dealing with this, and I get a lot of questions about this all the time. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Dan and I help people recover from DPDR and anxiety using either one-on-one coaching or the Freedom Course. And if you are a subscriber, then welcome back. First of all, I want to explain what emotional numbness is. And from my experience, there's two types. The first one is where you don't experience any emotions at all. There is a complete numbness there. Another word that you could use for this is apathy. And the second type is where you are still experiencing emotions, but they're mostly, pretty much primarily negative ones. So you're not actually experiencing any positive emotions, so you can feel numb to the positive emotions. So if you fit into either of these categories or anywhere in between, then this video is really going to help you. The most common way of getting into emotional numbness, and I experienced this myself as well, so I know how devastating it can feel to not feel anything positive or not anything at all, is that it doesn't happen instantly. It happens slowly, gradually over time. And what really happens here is that the negative emotions, they get stronger and stronger, and as they get stronger and stronger, they sort of push out more of the positive ones. And it can get to a point where your whole world life view and the way that you see the world is just seen through this negative lens. And so what you can do is you can treat it like any other symptom. Now, there's several things that you can do when you have symptoms. You can either react to them or you can respond to them. And reacting to them is almost like a knee-jerk reaction where, for example, a thought might come in your mind of, I hate this feeling that I can't actually feel anything positive. And when you have that thought, what do you actually do after that? Do you say to yourself, yeah, I'm actually really worried this isn't going to get better, or I just feel so down that this isn't getting better, and so sort of follow that thought and basically engage with that thought? Or do you respond to that thought? And when you respond to it, you can recognize the thought, you can acknowledge that you're having it, but you don't engage in it in any type of way. So an example of responding to that thought would be, okay, I just had a thought that I'm really worried that this is going to stick around forever. And this is just a thought of anxiety. It's just a thought that's popped up in my mind. It doesn't actually mean anything. It's not actually true. It's just anxiety doing its thing. I know that I'm recovering. I know that my nervous system is cooling down, and that thought can be there for as long as it wants. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep doing what I was doing and keep on going with my day. So this is going to stop things actually getting any worse. When you respond this way, you're not trying to make yourself feel better. You could respond this way and still feel just as bad. It doesn't matter. It's the response which is the important thing. And over time, responding in this way will get you to where you want to get to, which is not having these thoughts in the first place, and for those emotions to start coming back and to start feeling happy again, and all that other type of stuff. So you've got that going. So what about actually getting those more positive emotions coming out, or indeed any emotions coming out? Well, I like to use the analogy of a bucket, and you can think of this as like your emotional source, your emotional fuel, your sort of pool of emotions there. And right now it's empty, and so what tends to happen is when it's empty, people, and you're probably saying this too, you say things like, well, what's the point of doing this? I don't even enjoy it. Or I wish I could do the things that I used to do and enjoy them again. And so what do? You don't even do it. You just say, what's the point? Because I'm not going to enjoy it. But what you're not realizing is that act of doing it is putting a little drop in that bucket. And then the act of doing it again is putting another drop and another drop and another drop. So even though you might not actually be feeling anything, eventually you're filling up this bucket. And what happens when you've filled it up enough is that the bucket will start to overflow and the emotions will start to come out and come back again. It is going to help you eventually. And I've seen it happen to so many people as well that I've been coaching who have been in exactly the same situation as you. We don't talk about the symptoms. We don't talk about the fact that you aren't necessarily feeling anything, that you are emotionally numb right now. We talk about the things which are actually going to help you, because talking about that other stuff isn't going to help you at all. And so I invite you now to have a think about what are some of the things that you can do that you did used to enjoy. And maybe right now you don't feel any enjoyment. And if you're wondering, well, what do I do? Think back to the time where before all this happened. What did you used to do then? What did you used to enjoy then? Start doing those things. And if you're still unsure, write a list. What do you want to enjoy in the future? What do you think might, any new hobbies or interests or anything like that? Write it down and then just start doing it, and do it regardless of if you feel anything when you're doing it or not, because these actions, trust me, believe me, they will make this emotional numbness go away, and you will start to feel the good things again. And if you do want help with this, then please reach out to me. All the information is in a pinned comment and the description. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.